Imagine walking into a grand library and asking the librarian, "Tell me everything about travel." The librarian pauses, shrugs, and hands you an entire cart of books. Which one do you read first? That small moment is exactly why how you ask matters. Last Saturday, I needed to plan a surprise birthday picnic. I spent 20 minutes asking an AI to help me plan a picnic. And it answered like that overwhelmed librarian, useful but all over the place. Then I tried again, but this time I treated the AI like a brilliant librarian and asked much more carefully. The difference was dramatic. Instead of a cart of books, I got a neat page with a guest list, a menu, a packing checklist, a rain backup plan, and a timeline that fit a 2-hour window. Talking to an AI is like querying a brilliant librarian. The clearer and more specific your question, the better and faster the librarian finds the exact book and passage you need. That is the central idea we'll use the whole way through. If the librarian is brilliant, she can find almost anything, but she still needs you to say whether you want a quick fact, a short summary, a full recipe, or a shopping list. So, what does this mean in plain language? When people say prompt engineering, they mean the art of asking the AI the right question so it hands back what you actually want. A prompt is simply the question or instruction you give. Instead of throwing out a general request, you give context, set boundaries, show examples, and say how you want the answer formatted. Think of it as giving the librarian a note with exactly the details she needs to find the right passage and to photocopy it the way you prefer. Let me walk you through how that maps to the library analogy, step by step, with everyday tips you can use right away. First, be specific about the goal. If you walk up and say, "I need help with a picnic," the librarian doesn't know whether you want a menu, music suggestions, or weather tips. Ask like this instead. "I'm planning a 2-hour picnic for 10 adults in spring with 2 vegetarians. Give me a menu, shopping list, and seating setup." That's the same as telling the librarian which shelf to check and which chapter you need. Second, give constraints. Constraints are simple rules: time, budget, tone, or format. Tell the librarian whether you want a quick bulleted checklist or a long essay. For example, provide a printable 1-page checklist and a 3-item emergency plan. Constraints save time because they stop the librarian from bringing every related book. Third, offer context and examples. If you like spicy food or hate gluten, say so. If you want the writing to sound friendly and short, show a 1-sentence example of the tone you like. In the library, it's like handing the librarian a paragraph that reads exactly how you want the summary to sound. Examples shape the answer in a very concrete way. Fourth, ask for structure. Tell the librarian the format you want: bullet list, timeline, short paragraph, or a table. Humans process structure quickly, and AIs do too. If you want a grocery list grouped by store aisle, say that. If you want a step-by-step plan with timestamps, ask for numbered steps. Structure is how you stop the librarian from shoving everything into one messy stack. Fifth, iterate and give feedback. A brilliant librarian will ask follow-up questions if they're allowed, and will redo their work when you say too formal or shorter. Treat the AI like a two-way conversation. Read the first answer, then correct it. Say, shorten it to 1 paragraph, or make this friendlier. Little nudges produce far better results than rewriting the whole request. Now, let's see this in 2 concrete everyday examples so you can feel how it works. Example 1, planning a birthday picnic. Bad prompt, help me plan a picnic. Result, a long unfocused list that mixes kids' games, vegetarian recipes, and long essays about park rules. Better prompt, I need a 2-hour spring picnic for 10 adults, 2 vegetarians. Give me 1-page menu with shopping quantities, a 30-minute setup checklist, a rainy day backup, and 3 easy group games. Keep everything printable and use friendly, casual language. Result, a concise 1-page plan you can print and hand to a friend organizing the event. Why the better prompt works. It tells the librarian which sections to bring, how long the event is, dietary needs, and what format you want. You saved the librarian time and guaranteed the answer fits what you'll actually use. Example 2, cleaning up a messy family email thread. Bad prompt, summarize these emails. Result, a vague summary that misses who owes what and when. Better prompt, Summarize this 12-email thread into a bullet list of decisions, action items, and deadlines. For each action item, name the responsible person and the due date, or unspecified. Keep it under 200 words. Result? A clear, actionable list you can forward to the team, so someone can start crossing things off. Why this helps? The librarian now knows to extract roles, dates, and decisions, not just generalities. That specificity turns a confusing pile into a practical to-do list. A few quick practical tips that map neatly to the librarian idea. If you need accuracy, ask for sources or say, cite sources. Think of it as asking the librarian to show the book and page number. If you don't ask, the librarian might paraphrase and sometimes guess. If the answer is too long, ask for a summary or a TLDR. Tell the librarian to give you the short version first and the long one only if you request it. If you want creativity, give permission, be playful and suggest 3 unusual themes. In librarian speak, that's like asking for the unusual shelf in the back. Break complex tasks into steps. Ask the librarian for an outline first, then ask for each section to be filled in. This saves back and forth and keeps the work organized. Use plain examples of tone and format. Saying, sound friendly is vague. Pasting a 1-sentence example of the exact voice you want is clearer, like handing the librarian a copy of the style guide. One last important point. Sometimes the librarian will confidently make something up when your question is vague. They're brilliant, but when asked, what's the best neighborhood to live in, without any details, they may invent a recommendation that doesn't fit your life. If you want facts, ask for them. List recent data or sources for each neighborhood recommendation. If you want judgment, ask for pros and cons. Let's recap using the librarian image. The AI is a brilliant librarian who can find almost anything, but she needs a clear note. Tell her the topic, the goal, the format, the constraints, and any examples of tone. If the first pile she brings isn't perfect, give feedback and ask for a revision. That 1-2 approach, specific request, then quick iteration, gets you fast, useful results. So next time you sit down to talk to an AI, picture the librarian behind the counter. Don't hand her a crumpled help me note. Instead, fold a neat slip that says what I need, who it's for, how it should look, and how long it should be. You'll get back fewer books and a lot more usable pages. Thanks for listening. Now go try it. The librarian is waiting to do something brilliant with a note that actually tells her what you want. If this helped, like and subscribe for more friendly AI stories. Hit the bell and join Model Drift to learn smarter with every question.